It's Monday, May 20th. My name is Rich, and this is your 5-Minute Fix. Welcome to the 5-Minute Fix, where we take stories about pretty much anything from pretty much anywhere and try to give it to you in 5 minutes or less. Today, I am a little bit under the weather today, as you might be able to tell from my voice, so let's just get straight into it. Parents outraged by massive event featuring amateur Bluey. Restaurant apologizes. So it looks like this is another situation, kind of like that Willy Wonka experience over in the UK, where they promised one thing and deliver another. This one, it looks like they just weren't expecting that many people to show up. Well, Bluey's hot right now, so it's your own damn fault. Many parents on social media expressed outrage over an amateur event featuring characters from Bluey, with crowds of disappointed families, while the restaurant offered an apology and told Fox 5 they did not expect a massive turnout with high expectations. The Dirt Dog restaurant event that was posted on Facebook had a response of 3,000 people. It advertised an event with Bluey and other characters from the popular show, and free offerings like face painting and desserts. Photos from parents show lines out the door, and people posted on social media concerns about capacity and crowd control. When inside the crowded restaurant, people encountered amateur costumes, homemade treats, and face painting from a restaurant staff member. You know, I think this outrage is just. If you are going to post something on Facebook and not maybe have a cap on how many people can attend, it says here it's got a response of 3,000 people, you gotta expect 3,000 people are gonna show up, or at least around that amount, at least 2K. And I mean, I don't know what restaurant can house 2,000 people, so obviously they didn't have a plan. Whoever set this event up on Facebook obviously wasn't looking at it, because they would have rang the bell, rang the alarm or something prior to this event going down, you gotta believe.
A local restaurant says they wanted their own family-friendly day with cartoon character.
I gotta apologize for this quality. This is fucking wild.
Bluey. They expected a few dozen people and
There you
regulars.
go.
Thousands RSVP'd. Hundreds of families were left fuming and say kids were disappointed.
No
The
shit.
restaurant spoke to Fox 5 and says they want to say sorry to all the families, and they underestimated the power of Bluey.
When I saw him, my desk ignore him. I was mad.
Did he look like the cartoon? Did he look like
Oh my God, this guy looking like a convict.
like on TV?
No, he looked like unexpected. We could
Sophia and other kids had the same reaction. The Bluey they expected was not who greeted them. On the left, this is a photo a parent took at an event with the popular cartoon character.
Okay, yeah, you know, that's what you would think you would expect. And they have, you know, some artists come out, paint faces, that kind of thing. What the hell is this? Like, what is this? That's wild.
Character Bluey. On the right,
Where'd they get this costume from? They couldn't even buy the deluxe. This is the deluxe. This is the standard. Come on, you gotta do better than that.
it's a staff member of Dirt Dog in a makeshift Bluey costume.
The kids were distraught. Some kids were crying. Some kids were upset, crying on their parents' shoulders.
3,000 people RSVP'd on the Facebook event. Crowds poured in for hours. There were lines outside in
Wow.
the heat. Inside, concerns about capacity. From the face painting to baked goods, many parents say they were underwhelmed. And the
Yo, that baked good actually looked pretty tasty.
Underwhelmed.
Like, that looks pretty delicious. Looks like there's a cookie bone on top of a muffin, or a cupcake, sorry. That looks good.
and the free stuff got snatched up quickly.
Oh,
How
hell
could
yeah.
you do that to little kids? It was a very upsetting moment to see.
A
so many
stamp!
kids,
It's a
especially my
stamp
daughter,
on his
just
face.
Really upset.
Dirt Dog apologized on social media and says they welcome feedback. Angry parents posted plenty of livid messages.
Oh,
Thanks for
man.
ruining my 3-year-old's day. I drove 1 hour just to see a grown man in
In PJs?
Other parents defended Dirt Dog. It's a free event and a risk you take.
Oh,
My son
wow.
loved it.
Again, we expected like maybe 50, 60 people, the whole city coming out, and that's what we got, the entire city. Now knowing who Bluey is, we would have planned ahead and would have had security, there would have been more door regulations.
Taj Wilder of Dirt Dog broke down their side. She says, first of all, the gourmet hot dog hotspot with a hip-hop edge expected a few dozen people. And though the event got thousands of RSVPs, most people typically never show up. She says staff members made and did everything. From the costumes, face painting, and even baked goods. But that's the point. She says staff like doing fun events and to handle the regulars. As for the crowds, she says
Okay.
had they known so many people would have shown up, they would have managed the whole event with crowd control. Now, she says, they understand what parents expected.
I knew Bluey was big, I just didn't realize how big.
Didn't realize how
The
big.
biggest takeaway, if they want Bluey, go all out. You want to do stuff for the community, just make sure you do it at the highest quality.
That's actually pretty decent feedback from the restaurant, now that I think about it. You know what? I'm gonna take back my claim that this is a Willy Wonka experience 2.0, because, you know, granted, they were underprepared for the amount of people that RSVP'd, the amount of people that showed up. This was meant to be a nice little community thing for the kids. And, you know, it was free. I guess that's a big difference. It was free, drives in traffic. It actually seemed like a pretty good idea, just a little bit of execution failure. So for this one, I think I'm not going to harp on them too much, but I would like to know what you think. Are you in the camp of being upset like some of these people because they weren't fully prepared? Or are you with the people who are saying, you know what, it's a free event, it's a risk you take? Some people even loving the event and giving it praise. Let me know what you think down in the comments below. Thank you for watching. My name is Rich, and this has been your 5-Minute Fix.